Hello friends, welcome to GeoFiziks channel. In this video, I have gathered all informations on Earth. This video will be especially helpful for all Earth science students. However, this video also important for all of us. See the full video, you will obviously learn something new from this video. Let's begin it. Here you can see our solar system. Our solar system consists of the sun and the planets revolving around it in different orbits. The planets from the Sun in increasing distance are Mercury, then Venus, then Earth, then Mars, after that Jupiter, then Saturn, then Uranus and Neptune. Okay. The Earth was evolved around 4.53 gigaannum ago. 1 gigaannum is equal to 10 to the power 9 years. The hominids or the ancestors of human appear on the earth around 5.3 million years ago. The earliest humans appeared around 1.6 million years ago at the beginning of the Ice Age. The earth is only astronomical object known to harbor life, that is, only planet where life exists. All the necessary conditions that are essential to support life are present here. The mean surface temperature is 14.9 degrees centigrade, which is neither too hot nor too cold. That's why suitable for our life. Earth is the third planet from the Sun after Mercury and Venus. Average distance from the Sun is around 15 crore kilometer or 1 AU. AU or astronomical unit is a large unit of length. Distances within the solar system are usually expressed as multiples of this unit. The sun's light take about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach the earth. This means that the sunlight required this amount of time to travel the distance between them. The earth is the fifth largest planet according to volume. Its mass is around 6 into 10 to the 24 kilogram. Mean density of earth is 5.514 gram per centimeter cube, which is highest among planets. Acceleration due to gravity, the value of g, varies with latitude from the equator to pole. At the equator, its value is 9.78 meter per second square, whereas at the pole, its value is 9.83 meter per second square. We take mean of these values as g is equal to 9.81 meter per second square during any scientific calculation. The minimum velocity requires an object to escape from the gravitational influence of the earth is 11.2 km per second. The moment of inertia factor of the earth is 0.3307. It is a dimensionless quantity which characterizes the radial distribution of mass inside a planet. The value of the moment of inertia factor k less than 0.4 indicate an increase in density with depth. K is equal to 0.4 represent uniform density distribution. I will try to make a detailed video on it later. About 71% of the Earth's surface is covered by water and 29% by land. For this reason, it looks like a pale blue dot when seen from space. That's why the Earth is known as blue planet. The shape of the Earth is oblate spheroid, or you may say it as oblate ellipsoid. Actually, the shape is ellipsoid, which is close to an sphere. That's why the term oblate spheroid come. Oblate spheroid means it is flattened at the poles and bulges at the equator. Due to polar flattening and equatorial bulging, the radius of the Earth are different at pole and equator. The equatorial radius of the Earth is 6378.1 km, whereas the polar radius is 6356.8 km. We usually consider the mean of this radius as 6371 km for simplification. The moon is the Earth's only natural satellite. The distance of the moon from the Earth was found to be about 60 times the Earth's radius. The Earth revolved around the Sun once in 365 and one-fourth days. The time period is considered as a year. The sidereal year is defined as the time elapsed between two successive occupations by the Earth on the same point in its orbit with respect to its stars. The time between two spring equinoxes is called a solar year. Solar year is slightly less than sidereal year due to precession of equinoxes. The sidereal month is defined as the time required for the moon to revolve around the earth once with respect to the stars, whereas the time between two alignments of sun, moon, and earth is known as synodic month. The earth also rotates about its own axis once in 24 hours. This time period is known as a day. The rotational period of the earth with respect to a fixed star is called a sidereal day. The time taken by the earth to rotate about its own axis and return to the same meridian related to the sun is called a solar day. The earth moves in its orbit by approximately 1 degree in 1 day. For this reason, it needs to rotate extra in order to return to the solar meridian. Therefore, the solar day is slightly longer than a sidereal day. All sidereal days are of equal interval, whereas solar days are unequal. The earth rotates from west to east direction. That's why we see to rise sun in the east and set in the west. An aurora is a natural light display in the earth's sky, predominantly seen in the high latitude regions. It is produced due to the interaction of the earth's atmosphere with solar winds. Auroras that occur in the Arctic Circle are called aurora borealis or northern lights, whereas in the Antarctic Circle it is known as aurora australis or southern lights. The Earth revolves around the Sun in a slightly elliptical orbit. For this reason, around 3rd January, Earth becomes closest to the Sun. This is known as perihelion. The Earth becomes farthest from the Sun around 4th of July. This is known as aphelion. The eccentricity of the orbit is very small, 0.01671, but it varies between a minimum of 0.001 and a maximum of 0.060 with a period of about 1 lakh years. The Earth's axis is always tilted by making an angle around 23.5 degree. The axial tilt varies between 22.1 to 24.5 degrees on an approximately 41,000 year cycle. Due to the axial tilting, in polar regions there are 6-month night and 6-month day continuously. It is also the cause of seasonal changes. Our planet's seasons change in 4 particular days every year: 2 solstices and 2 equinoxes. The June solstice occurs around 21st June when there is summer in northern hemisphere and winter in the southern hemisphere. The December solstice occurs around 22nd December every year when there is winter in northern hemisphere and summer in southern hemisphere. The vernal or spring equinox occurred around 21st March and autumnal equinox occurred around 23rd September every year. The day is longest on summer solstice and shortest on winter solstice. The days and nights are of equal length during two equinoxes. The time span between two successive vernal or spring equinoxes is equal to a solar year. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to support this channel.